It's time for School Spotlight presented by SchoolRubric. Let's learn more about the stories and gain insights from schools around the world. What's your school story?
Hi everyone. First of all, thank you for SchoolRubric for giving us this opportunity to share the wonders of the Columbus School, Medellin and Colombia. My name is Ruth Allen and I'm currently head of school at the Columbus School. As you can see in this photo, we are a school which sits at the top of a mountain. And indeed, Medellin is a city which is known as the City of Eternal Spring, being the city itself 1,400 meters above sea level and the school itself 2,200 meters above sea level, which means at this part of the tropics, we have the perfect climate, which we can take maximum advantage of for our students, for our activities in school, and for anyone who comes to live here in Medellin. Medellin is a wonderful place to live. The city itself is vibrant, full of culture, and most importantly, full of wonderful people. But the surrounding area, as you can see in the school, and the aerial view of the school campus is wonderful for hiking, for walking, and even for cycling. We do even have teachers who cycle those 800 meters upwards from the city up to the school almost every day. But let's think a little bit about the demographics of the school. Who are we? Most of the students in the school, indeed, probably about 98% of them, are local students from Medellin themselves. We have a very small percentage, although it is increasing, of students from other countries, but generally speaking, all of them are either from Latin America and a few from the US or from Canada. We have over 1,800 students, which does mean that we are a big school, but we are divided into 4 different sections: early years, elementary, middle, and high school. Each section has its own vice principal, principal, and team of counselors, and obviously team of teachers. And so we do have smaller communities within the larger one. But at the same time, we are just one school, and we do look to make sure that we are coherent as a community. We were established in 1947, which means that at the moment we are celebrating our 75th anniversary, an amazing achievement, and an achievement which is reflected in the population again of the community, because we have parents who were themselves ex-alumni, ex-students, graduates of the school, and also even grandparents who were themselves graduates of the school. So we do have a very, very strong school community. We offer 2 diplomas. We have the Colombian High School diploma and the US diploma, which we are able to offer being accredited by Cognia as an accreditation organization. In terms of teacher demographics, as you can see in the diagram there, we have almost 50-50 local teachers and expat teachers. Of the expat teachers, the majority, 75%, are from the US, with another 25% coming from a variety of different countries. This means that we don't just say that we are a bicultural, bilingual school. You can see in the demographics of our teaching population that our students actually live within that bicultural environment whilst they are in school. They're immersed in a Spanish, English environment. We look to strengthen both their native language, which for most of them is Spanish, and use that to leverage the English. And our students leave here completely bilingual, able to be successful in universities around the world. And indeed, we do have students going to universities in every part of the globe. And I think this year our senior class have been offered places from over 180 different universities. So we're very proud of that. Just to give you a little taste of the school, which is difficult, I suppose, in a presentation like this, but we do have a few photos that we can show. If you go onto our website, then you will obviously be able to see a lot more. The campus is wonderful, and it is the thing that strikes most people as they walk into school. We have a lot of space. We have incredible installations. You can see there part of the brand new library, part of the playground that our younger students have. And, you know, essentially people are very, very impressed with our campus. But of course, as in any school, it's not the campus that counts, it's the people. And we truly do have a community here which is dedicated and committed to student welfare, student well-being, and to ensuring that our students get the best that life has to offer for them. At the same time, we hope to do the same for our teachers. Our teachers are here not only to be a teacher in the classroom, but to be a part of a wider community. And we look to make sure that everybody is supported and involved in that aspect. So just thinking a little bit more about our actual mission and purpose, we do have this diagram, which is posted all over the school. And that statement at the top of the diagram that students at the Columbus School are ethical global citizens who are agents of positive change, although it is a bit of a mouthful to say, is truly ingrained throughout the institution. One of the things we did deliberately when we thought about our vision, which was probably about 3 or 4 years ago now, was to say that it's not the school that we want to be the best in the country or the best in the world. Our vision needs to be focused on the students themselves. And indeed, our students were heavily involved in developing this particular vision and purpose. And one of the things that really struck me as we went through that process with them was a phrase that they themselves came up with. If you can see this in the middle of your screen, there is a mention of a sense of purpose. And it was the students who said to us, we're not just interested in getting great academic results. We're not just interested even in having all these different experiences with sports and arts and all of that. We want to leave the school feeling that we have a sense of purpose that will enable us to be those agents of positive change that the vision speaks about. And I do believe that we spend a lot of time in school looking at that kind of concept. The other major factor of our vision and purpose is that we try to look for the strengths of the students. We do not channel our students into one single pathway. We look that our students are able to identify the pathway of their choice, and they're able to develop the skills and the abilities that they will need to be successful at whatever it is that they choose to be successful at. And I'm sure we're the same as many schools around the world when we talk about how within our student demographics at the moment, we're beginning to see a much greater variety of choice as they leave us and go into higher education. They're going not only down the traditional routes of becoming lawyers or engineers, although some of them and a lot of them still are, but we're getting an increasing number who are going into the arts, design, who are going into culinary skills, who are looking at all kinds of different pathways for the future. So our mission is really encapsulated in those bottom 3 words: connect, create, inspire. That is what we look to do every single day that we come into school. We want to connect people and ideas, create opportunities for our students, and not only inspire our students, but be inspired by them. So why do some teachers come to the school and why do they stay here? They maybe come to the school because they really like the idea of living in Medellin, which, as I say, is a wonderful place to live. But truly, they stay at the school for these particular reasons. Each year, we do a survey of our teachers to find out why would they continue working at TCS? And as you can see there, the biggest bubble is due to learning and professional growth opportunities. We have an amazing curriculum department here in the school that ensures that every single teacher is able to get learning and professional growth opportunities designed to not only facilitate their own personal growth, but their professional growth. We have a great deal of people who speak about the reasons they stay is because they basically enjoy their job and they feel that they're having a good impact on student learning and that they're in a positive work environment. It has been something more difficult to maintain a positive work environment during the whole pandemic and the past few years that we've been through, but we still focus on those particular areas. People say they stay because they do see us as a leading institution, particularly in Latin America. We are one of the schools that is there working with the professional organizations like AMISA, Tri-Association, and we do try to take an active part in those particular associations and ensure that we are learning and growing along with all the other schools within the country and within the region. I'm very happy to say that some people do talk about the leadership team as one of the reasons why they choose to stay at the school. They do feel that they are supported. They do feel that they are mentored through the work that they do. And finally, the quality of life. And that has to do more than anything else with the community, with living here in Medellin, with living here in Colombia, which is truly one of the most wonderful countries you could hope to be in. A number of years ago, there was a campaign by the Colombian Tourist Office, which said, if you want to come to Colombia and you're worried about the risks, don't worry about the risk. The only real risk about coming to Colombia is the risk that you will want to stay. And as somebody who came here originally for 2 or 3 years and is still here 23 years later, I can definitely vouch for that. So I hope that gives you a little taste of who we are. Of course, if you want to know any more about us, then you can look us up on the school website, get in touch with us, and we would be very, very happy to chat to anybody who would like to listen to us. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you for traveling across the globe with us to learn more about international schools. To hear more from international educators and learn more about these fantastic institutions, be sure to visit SchoolRubric.org. Thank you.